Check, 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 check. That should work. Let me know what that's looking like, kids. Let me know what that's looking like. What's up, everybody? Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Most certainly appreciate it. How is that? How is that? How is that? Yeah. All right, sweet baby Ray. A little refresh. Little plug-in refresh. What's up, everybody? Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I most certainly appreciate it. It's the wrap-up. Kyle Nunez in the house. Mama Floyd in the house. Good to see you guys. Hello, hello. Michelle Hess. Hello. What's up? What's up? There's some fantastic movers and shakers in the house tonight. I definitely appreciate it. So let's dive right into it because we have a great show coming up this Friday night. Really excited. Super, super stoked. The great Commodore and I were fortunate to crash this kitchen months ago for a great time. And we're headed back this Friday, which I'm really looking forward to it. So we are going to be chatting with our hosts of this Friday coming up here in just a little bit. But real quick for the wrap-up, welcome everybody to Monday night. My name's Billy Floyd. I'm a kitchen killer from Orlando, Florida. Classified as a touring acoustic solo, crashing kitchens around the country. I do it every Friday and do it for free. And you can catch me Mondays and Wednesdays at 7:05. Fridays at 9:05, and we had such a good time last Friday. I got some photos to get through. They're not of the actual show because we ate the food so fast, but I found some very similar corresponding photos on the internet, and you can trust it because it's on the internet. We had a really good wrap-up last Monday. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Really appreciate you guys tuning in for last Monday's show. We got to talk about a lot about the week before, about Lainey and Jeff Lerner's house before, which was a lot of fun, and it's such a good time. And again, new concept, having some new stuff out there, some new music, some new dances, some new food, all that gravy, baby, and making it happen. So this past Friday was no different. We got to hang out with John and Mike Haverson, but that was at the tail end of the week. The last Monday was a great wrap-up. Tuesday, nice and easy going, dude. I delved into the Matrix a little bit, enjoyed it Tuesday. I don't know what you guys did for your Tuesday, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't like mine because mine was pretty fantastic, and I hope yours was fantastic. I'm interested in the details, but we got some good stuff coming up, man. This past Wednesday, we were really fortunate to go to Castledore Studios, which is a lot of fun. This past Wednesday was great. We had such a blast. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Matthew Pfeiffer? Good to see you, my man. That homemade loaded potato salad, bro. Nathan, I'm on it, dude. I'm on it. We're gonna go over the pictures. We're gonna talk about how it was made, where it came from, and where you can how you can get your hands on that delicious potato salad. So it's going to be good, man. I'm super, super stoked to chat about that. This past Wednesday, we were at Castledore Studios. Zach Cabral, Dr. Alyssa Rose, the great Jess B joined us. We all got together. Zach played some jams. I played some jams. Zach's such a fantastic musician. He had just rebuilt his pedal board. He was really excited to play with that. Different types of loop stations and reverb and a little bit of all just technology, baby, making it happen. He did some good good songs. He did some originals, some OG stuff from Conflicting Motive. He did some covers, really great. It was really good. He played Stand By Me, which was absolutely beautiful. You're right, Nathan. Listen, you're not supposed to give that out yet, okay? Gosh, man. You're jumping the gun. Hey, when are we going to chat? You said you needed to chat. I was like, yeah, let's chat. And then you didn't chat. So let me know what's up, dude. So, yeah, man, this past Wednesday, we were at Castledore Studios. We had such a good time. Zach's such a great musician. We got to kind of trade off one for one. I played a couple jams. My man, Zach Cabral, played a couple jams, which was a lot of fun. It's always good to hear him perform. He's such a great writer and such a great performer. And he absolutely nailed it, dude. What an honor it was to watch him play and watch him work. Such a talented musician. And the feeling was mutual. He was really appreciative to be able to be on the show and play for you guys. And thank you so much for listening and tuning in, being so positive and so receptive and so supportive. Just absolutely awesome, man. You make me really proud, to have you guys, be a part of what we do and part of the program and part of the concept itself. So thank you guys very much for being so chill and being so cool. Hope you guys had a really good week. Moving along, we had this past Thursday, again, a little delving into the Matrix for me. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are my Matrix days. I've spoken with the architect, and we figured out that those are going to be the days that correspond with the days that I have availability for, that they have some spots in the Matrix for me to delve into, so we do it, baby. So it was a good Thursday. A nice busy week. I like busy weeks, not just busy, but productive as well. So coming off of the Monday wrap-up onto the Tuesday Matrix, down to the Wednesday at a little bit at Castledore. We went to Hawker's after that. Hawker's Asian street food. Insane in the membrane. If you're ever in Orlando and you have an opportunity to go to a Hawker's, there are a couple of them. I think there may be one, and there may be one in Tampa and one in Jacksonville. I just recently found out there are more than just one. I thought there was just one, and it was here in Orlando, but there are more. Hawker's, Hawkers, Asian Street Fair is what it's called. Absolutely incredible. Got to do that Wednesday night and just delve. We got a lot of small plates and shared. If you guys ever have the opportunity to do that, 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. It covers the whole gambit of, oh my God, that's really good. Could it possibly be better? No, that's a 9 out of 10. Then you eat something else and you're like, oh my God, that's even better than what I thought was perfect. That's even better. And then you're like, man, there's no way it can possibly get better. And then it gets better and it goes to like 11 out of 10. It was very confusing. It was confusing, but it was awesome, dude. What's up, Kevin B. Blood? Good to see you in the house, my man from Maine, making it happen, baby. Good to see your name in there, sir. Let me know how your project car is going. We've been following you for a couple of years now, and I'm always interested to hear what kind of updates you got for that bad boy. So yeah, man, we had a really good time last Wednesday at Castledor Studios. To Zach and Alyssa, thank you so much for allowing us to go into Castledor, for hanging out with us at Hawkers after that. Just what a great time. So much fun. Zach's such a talented and gifted musician. It was an absolute blast and an honor to play along with him and to have him play a couple jams as well. So if you guys missed the Wednesday show, go back and watch it. Find yourself busy around the house. You don't even have to actually watch it. You can just listen to the music and listen to Zach's performances. Just incredible, man. What a fantastic musician. He added in some of his loopers as well, give himself a little foundation to rock a little solo git fiddle on it for you guys, and he did it. He nailed it. He brought it home. It was fantastic. You guys got to check that out. It was super, super cool. Great Wednesday last week. On to the Matrix for Thursday, and then we had some time to hang with the Haversons this Friday night, and I have some pictures for you. Next time I come to Orlando, I want to go to Tanatris. What's Tanatris? What is that? That sounds fancy. Tanatris. Tornatore's. I bet you're going for Tornatore's. Is that what you're going for? I'm gonna go $1, a gentleman's dollar. You're going for Tornatore's. I'm pretty good at this. I'm a Wordle guy, only by proxy. So, yeah, man, Tornatore's is right down the road. Literally, it's right on Edgewater, and Edgewater is just 2 turns for us. So about 10 minutes away, Tornatore's is there. Denny's always looking to have the Killaz in the house, baby. So anytime you want to swing over there, Nathan, let me know. I'll give Denny a call, let him know we are OTW, and then we'll be OMW. You know what I mean? So we'll make that one happen, man. Tornatore's is a beautiful place with incredible food. So really good time last Friday. We got to hang with the Haversons. I got some photos I want to show you guys. Just some really, really good stuff and some super, super tasty treats. We had a really great time. It was so much fun to be able to hang out with John and Mike. Just a good dudes, man. Really, really good dudes. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up with the image that we made for the Friday night event, which I just liked. So I normally don't do this. Normally it's part of our Patreon post, and if we share the Patreon, if we create an event on Facebook, this is more just for the Patreon members. But I really like this, and I'm a huge fan of South Park, so I do want to bring this up and kind of show you guys what's going on. Yeah, that's right, baby. We were hanging with the Haverson bros. It was so cool. We had a great time. That is John and Mike Haverson. That's a real-life photo. It may look like it's a South Park twist on Terrence and Phillip, but it's not. It's totally not. Don't worry about what the T and P stand for. The T is a silent T in John's name, and the P is a part of Mike's full name, but it's just silent. So don't worry about that T and P thing. That's no big deal. So yeah, man, this was, I know, right? I loved it, dude. This was so much fun. I love making this photo. I get to do this once a week for our host, and it was just super, super cool. And we had such a great time. They're great brothers. So, like, when you guys think about 2 good dudes that are just really good brothers, these guys are really great brothers, man. They challenge each other. They push each other. They reward each other. They support each other. They love each other to pieces. We had such a great time at the show on Friday night, and I got to learn a little bit more about sous vide, a little more about some shrimp pasta with some sauce, baby, a little more of that loaded baked potato. We had a good one. So let's get through these. Let's get through these photos real quick, because I'm excited, and I hope you guys like it too. There's a button up here with an arrow and a line. Oh, yeah, so we did some sous vide. Don't pay attention to the temperature on top. That's 129.0. We cooked it at 127.5. Now, that's going for a medium rare. So we walked everybody through the specific steps that we were going to take, and this is the device that we used on Friday night to create these delicious bone-in ribeyes that we had. I mean, they were just absolutely fantastic, absolutely incredible. And this is the actual device that we used. It was an Innova 200-watt sous vide machine. This, to the left, you see the device itself. To the right is just a cook pot. You can really use anything as long as you can get good circulation. This is just the brand of the sous vide that we used. Very, very, very similar. That is the actual cooker, but we didn't use the actual pot. I just really like the picture. So sous vide, you pretty much take your proteins. You can really do whatever whatever, and you put it into a bag. It's airtight, so you suck out all the air, and you can put whatever you want. Here we got a little thyme, got a little rosemary, got a little garlic. You vacuum seal that bag real nice and tight, because you're getting ready to put it into the water of the sous vide, just like this guy is doing. See what I did? You see what I did? Step by step, making it happen for you guys. So yeah, man. So we started out with the sous vide itself. Bop, bop, boom. Set it to 127.5 if you're going for a medium rare. Whack, whack a doodle, baby. Give it the old vacuum seal on your steak, whatever you prefer. So on Friday night, we used ribeyes with thyme, rosemary, garlic. Very, very similar to this photo. Vacuum seal it. Take it very carefully. Now, what he did, he actually vacuum sealed it. It looks like a regular Ziploc bag, and you can do that. So some people don't have the vacuum seal bags at home, but what you can do is you can leave the top open, and as you submerge the steak in the bag into the water, before the water crests over the top of the bag, it will push all the air out of the bag. So it's kind of like a manual way to vacuum seal your proteins. So this guy right here, that looks like exactly what he did. He zipped it at the very top, made sure there was no air in it, popped it into the sous vide, and again, you just let it sit there. You let it do its thing. And we're actually going to show a little bit of a graph that I found as well. So take your steak, take your vacuum sealed proteins, put it in the sous vide, have your temperature set for 127.5 for medium rare, and then boom, baby, you bring it out, you toss it in the cast iron, because when it comes out, it's not seared. You don't have that like sear, that crust on top, that salt, that pepper that you're so used to seeing. So what you see here is it looks like they may have some bay leaves in there as well. In the cast iron, get some cloves of garlic. Looks like they got some shallots. They got a little rosemary, a little thyme down here. Looks like they got a little oil, maybe just a touch of butter. That guy got some sea salt in the bottom right-hand corner. Looks like maybe a little bit of everything seasoning in the upper right-hand corner. However you choose to season your steak, man. Once you take it out of the sous vide, it's going to be exactly at the temperature that you want it to be, as long as you follow the time matrix. Good stuff. So you take that out, you pop it into your cast iron, and then you cook it however you want it. You want to get a little crust. You really don't need to do it very much. 30, 45 seconds on either side, and it's ready to go, baby. Medium rare, whatever temperature you're looking at. This is a slice of the ribeye that was cooked with a little presentation for rosemary right on top, making it look good. And just look how professional. I just like this photo. It's a great photo. So this is the graph that I found. So depending on what you guys are looking for other tender cuts, ribeye, sirloin strip, T-bone, porterhouse, this is kind of what you're looking at. The steak doneness in regards to the sous vide temperature cooking time. So we went for a medium rare. We did a 127.5 because once you take it out and you put it in that cast iron, it's going to cook it up. So you're going to hit that 130 medium rare. So if you guys are going for, and that's 1 to 3 hours. So pretty much after an hour and 15 minutes, you're going to be ready to rock and roll. And it's very hands off. Once you prep it and you put it in the sous vide, you let the sous vide do the work, baby. That's it. You can't overcook it because it doesn't go above the temperature. Now I will say the longer you cook it, it's going to start to break down the fibrous material in the steak. It's going to start to get a little mushy. So if you want texture to it, don't leave it in there for like 6 hours. Take it out between 1 to 3 hours. That medium rare is going to be great. You take it on high heat or medium high heat for whatever you're going to use for your cast iron. Give it 30 to 45 seconds on either side. Seal it in. Get that nice crunch, that nice crisp right at the top, and you are ready to rock and roll. One of the other meals that we had was a shrimp and broccoli pasta with penne, which was absolutely delicious. Little shaved parm. Again, this is the closest thing that I could find. We ate all the food before we got to take any pictures, but this is very, very close to what we had on Friday night. Just some really good stuff, man. Absolutely fantastic. So good. Mike and John killed it, and we can't really tell you what kind of sauce the shrimp were made in. So Mike had actually gotten it from, I think, Costco, and they looked breaded, but it was actually a sauce that had been mixed, and the shrimp had been pre-made and then individually frozen, so then you can just open up the bag, you put those shrimp in there. We don't even know what the sauce was, but it was fantastic. So I'm going to say this is the exact sauce that it was, because you guys can't stop me. And so this is exactly what it was. We don't know, but I will tell you, it was delicious. Absolutely fantastic. Burning right through that. It was so good. We got through that pretty quickly. And then there was the loaded potato salad. Oh, so fantastic. So the great John Haverson makes a great egg and potato salad, and usually uses a lot of eggs. Like, no joke. I know we were joking about 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 eggs. So my man made some of this egg salad for an event that we went to, and he used 60 eggs to make it. Now, granted, it was for a party of about 30 people, and everybody, it was completely devoured. It was awesome. Lots of eggs. However, This last Friday, we did a loaded baked potato salad, which was freaking fire, man. Absolutely fantastic. Had the chives in it, the butter, the sour cream, had the bacon in it, had the cheese in it, the delicious red potatoes. Oh, it was absolutely gorgeous. Now, I will say this, as much as John is fantastic at making that egg salad, he actually purchased this from Publix, and it was out freaking standing. It was super, super tasty, really good, really rich and creamy and sweet and light and refreshing. Absolutely knocked that out of the park, man. So between the steaks and the pasta and the loaded potato salad Friday night was a slammer, dude. Absolutely incredible. So it was a lot of fun. We had such a great time. We actually streamed some cuts of music from a show at Sarah Shulak's house just a year ago, which was really great. I actually got to sit down with Sarah this weekend, had a little bit of a creative meeting. She's very busy with Curry Ford West, executive director. She's keeping it busy, and she's got some big things where she's moving and shaking, and she's making some positive waves in Orlando. You guys are going to hear more and more about it. I'm really excited for these things to come out. She's done a couple of interviews. She has had a couple features, and I'm super excited for these to come out here, so you could kind of like see the impact that she's having from a distance. From here, close to Orlando, you see it all the time because Curry Ford West is moving up, and they're getting bigger and bigger with the district. They're an actually up-and-coming district here in Orlando. New businesses all the time, and a lot of people are seeing it as the next big thing. The next big district in Orlando is looking to be Curry Ford West, which was super freaking awesome, man. So yeah, a huge shout out to John and Mike for hosting us. We had such a great time, and we appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. And again, I'm going to go over a couple of these comments because I saw something regarding the cast iron. Let's see what he says. It doesn't have to be cast iron, just a hot fry pan will work. Absolutely, 100%, Nathan. I like cast iron. I did some cast iron grilling today, did a little elote. Did some burgers, some delicious gourmet burgers from Publix. What? You signed me right up, buddy. Took the cast iron, put it on the smoker itself, closed it down. I didn't want to lose any of those delicious juices and butters and put it in the cast iron on the grill, cooked it to perfection. It was delicious. So yes, you're absolutely right. It doesn't have to be cast iron. I use cast iron. We used cast iron on Friday night. But yes, absolutely, Nathan. As long as it's just a good pan and you can and you can get it to a really hot heat because you just want to sear the outside of it. It's already cooked, so you're already ready to go. As soon as you take it out of that sous vide, you can eat the whole thing. It's 150 or it's to whatever temperature, 130 degrees, 127.5 for us because we hit that cast iron, brought it up to 130, hit that perfect medium rare, crusted, peppered, salted, ready to rock and roll, man. So freaking good. So yes, the potato salad was cold. I guess you could eat it anyway because if it's loaded hot baked potato salad, I would eat that too. I mean, who wouldn't eat that? That's crazy. If you're not going to eat that, we have to have a serious conversation over a glass of water about why we're friends. And I just need to maybe give you a little coaching, and then I'll try to understand from your perspective so I can sympathize and empathize. Maybe you have a fear of bacon. God, I hope not. That'd be terrible. I don't wish that upon my worst enemy. So we had a really good time on Friday night. This past weekend was a lot of fun as well. And again, a huge shout out to John and Mike for hosting us. We had a great time. Jespy and Michelle were both in the house to help that night keep the whole show moving forward and making it happen, which was a lot of fun. Couldn't do it without them. Wouldn't really want to, man. So I love working with the team. This past Saturday, not only did I get to sit down with executive director of Curry Ford West, Sarah Shulak at Cafe Linger. I didn't even know about this place. Right in College Park, Cafe Linger, incredible. You walk in, beautiful environment. They had a live pianist. She was beautiful. She was playing some piano, just all different types of gorgeous music. The food was incredible. Eli was our server. He was awesome. They have so many different types of teas and coffees and breakfast. I mean, it's just gourmet stuff, dude. It's absolutely incredible. It's called Cafe Linger right here in Orlando. I didn't even know that place existed. Usually I would go to College Park Cafe right on the corner, and Cafe Linger was just a couple doors down. So Nathan, if you swing by Orlando and it's any time in the morning, I got some time, man. Let's hit up Cafe Linger. Actually, anybody. Let's all go to breakfast. We'll take over. It'd be fantastic. So I got to sit down with Sarah Shulak this weekend. She's great. I love her to pieces. She's been such a huge part of KitchenKillaz for years. If you were at the anniversary party, we had a couple vendors there as well. We had Pizzeria, and we also had Just Pie. Just Pie and Pizzeria, we met both of them through Sarah Shulak and Curry Ford West and the night market, which Nicole helped put on as well. So we really made good friends with Christy from Pizzeria and Nicole from Just Pie, and we got them to join us at the anniversary show, all done through Sarah Shulak. a huge supporter of us. We did a really great TikTok last year. I miss her and I love her to pieces, man. I'm so happy and so proud of her. So you guys are going to see some more and more stuff come out about Curry Ford West. Executive Director Sarah Schulak. She is making some moves, kids. So keep your eye out for one of these movers and shakers, and we're fortunate to have her so close to the community. It was an absolute blast, absolute blast. So yeah, man, moving on to Sunday, nice chill day, just a little bit of housework, and boom, it's Labor Day. So today we cook some, any reason I have to make elote, I make elote, and that's what we did. It was fantastic. We did some wings, some gourmet burgers. You signed me right up, buddy. And then we did some elote. I had never roasted corn in the husk on the smoker. So in direct heat, I learned a lot. And then I did a double elote. What? So elote is or Spanish or street corn, if you will, Mexican street corn or street corn, whatever you want to call it. I call it elote. So you take your corn, you cover it with a very light covering of mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, whatever you choose. Both going to be good. And then you hit it with a little cotija cheese. So good. Hit that with a little butter, whatever butter is your choice. The great patio furniture uses parquet. And then you can't forget the tahini. So then when you look at it, you have this beautiful corn. It's coated with just the perfect type of cotija cheese. You got a little butter on top of that, some tahini on top of that, and so good. I'll eat all the corn. So we had such a good time today. Nice and relaxing, and absolutely gorgeous day. They actually said it was going to rain all day long, and awesome. It did not. It was beautiful outside. So we had a really good day. I hope you guys had a good Monday. And here we are in real time. Ladies and gentlemen, I will say this. I wanted to have this happen at 7:30 tonight. I'm going to have this happen at 7:30. 25 minutes, we're going to make this happen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 7:29. I'm so happy. This is really cool. And backstage, in the green room, drinking the Dasani and maybe some limoncello, we have Bill Keevan and Tracy Perry. Now, they're arm wrestling to find out who I get to introduce first. But we're headed there this Friday. I'm going to be in the kitchen with the great and lovely Tracy Perry. She has already shared with me some of the menu details of the incredible food that we're going to be making this Friday. And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to want to be there. 671 Erlenmeyer Drive, right here in Maitland. It's going to be fantastic. 32897. Come on by, kick the door in. No big deal. They're giving away their plate where it's got to go. So, without further ado, let me see if we know who won the arm wrestling match. Tracy? Yeah, Tracy put her hand up first. I had a feeling that Tracy won the arm wrestling match. Listen, Bill is strong, but he's also smart. So that's probably why Tracy won. So let's bring her in first. We'll let Bill heal his pride a little bit after getting toasted by Tracy. What's up, Tracy Perry? How you doing, love? Oh, hold on, stand by. I can't unmute you. You're muted. I can't unmute you. It's all you.
There we go, baby.
Yes.
It's like I've never done this before.
I love your headset. You look so professional. Who's that on your wall behind you?
Thanks.
Who is that?
That's the other lady.
Hello, other lady.
This is a picture that Bill and I, it's an original piece we bought in Mount Dora. We just happened to be walking around, and we've never really bought original art before. And we both saw this picture and thought, we need that in our house.
We have to we connect with it.
Yeah, it's rare. And we were like, and it wasn't crazy expensive. It wasn't crazy cheap, but we said, we need that. Yeah, so that's the Flurried Floozy is actually the name of that picture. And we met the artist, and it's,
The Flurried Floozy.
Flurried Floozy. It's just
Flurried Floozy.
Kind of like it. Windblown, yeah.
I like it. It's beautiful. I like that both you and Bill at the same time are like, wait a minute, we must have this.
We need her. We need her in our house.
We need her in our life, in our house. We need to see her every day. We need her to see how we live so she can be proud of us and tell us all about it.
Yeah.
One thing I'm a little sad about is she's not going to be able to smell how amazing Friday night is going to be in your kitchen. I'm really excited about that.
Let's hope.
That's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. It's you shared a little bit with me about the menu that you're going to be creating on Friday night. And as you were telling me, I'm literally watching you see the picture in your head, and you're like tasting the air. You're like, it's going to be like you're eating the future.
I don't want to talk it up too much, because then it may be like, it's so good. And then you're like, oh, this is just mediocre. But I think it's going to be pretty good.
Get out of here. Listen, you'll have two Bills fighting you. You keep talking like that. But it's we chatted a little bit yesterday, and you made a fancy feast last Well, you said you do a couple times a month with the chicken and the potatoes, the
Oh,
roasted vegetables.
last
Didn't you do
night we
that
did
last night, 2 nights ago, something like that? From
two
what I
nights ago,
understand,
right?
that's one of your home runs. Like you're at that's you've got that. You're super confident about that. You do it a couple times a month. You know exactly what needs to happen, and you could tell if you know the great Bill Keevan, you can see the amount of love that Tracy feeds him
See it right
in his
around his
belly.
right
You can
around
see it
his
right around
waist.
here. It's all love.
You
It's
can
all
see it.
that's love.
Yeah, we did a little like mini Thanksgiving. We do that once a month or so, where I get a chicken and I do all the fixings, and
Really?
we love it. We love to eat.
You just love to do that, or is there a
Yeah,
reason you call it a mini Thanksgiving, or are you
well,
just
because
basing it on the
it's got the
similarities in the menu?
yeah, it's got the mashed and the stuffing and the veggies and
Mm.
maybe cranberry sauce if we're going all out,
Oh,
and
so question:
rolls, and gravy, homemade
Do you guys
gravy.
do the jellied cranberry sauce out of like the ocean spray can, or do you do the cranberry sauce out of the ocean spray can with the cranberries in it? Or are you fancy and you get some stuff that I haven't talked about yet?
So what I like to do, and this is my Aunt Carolyn, who loves you,
Yay! Love Aunt
she taught me
Carolyn.
years and years ago to make this cranberry like jello creation. You use raspberry jello and you use walnuts and pineapples and you use whole cranberry sauce with the berries. Mix it all together. You put it in like this like a Tupperware mold kind of thing, so it looks kind of pretty.
Did you say
And
raspberry jello? I
yeah,
just want to make sure I heard that
yeah,
part
so it's
right.
a raspberry cranberry nutty pineapple deliciousness.
That sounds incredible.
It's quite good.
That almost sounds like a dessert.
It kind of is, but it's good
And
with turkey. It's like,
yeah,
cranberries. It's
yeah,
fancy
get that
cranberry
that
sauce.
richness, that tartness, and that sweetness to it, combined with like the turkey and the chicken. Oh my
It's
goodness
good.
gracious!
It's
So
good stuff.
you that's some fancy cranberry sauce
Yeah.
there, Tracy.
Yeah. I had some good cooks in my grandmother was from Poland and she was a great cook. My mom.
Nice.
So yeah, I've got a lot of good cooks that have come before me.
Nice,
So
and you
yeah.
sounded super confident not only about the menu that we just spoke about, the Thanksgiving every month, but you sounded super confident about the menu items that we talked about coming up this Friday. Like you were like, "Yo, I
Yeah.
do this, I do this, I do this. It's going to be fantastic," and I'm super excited for that. And for those of you that don't know, Tracy Perry is joined by normally when he's not licking his wounds from his arm wrestling defeat. Joined by the great and illustrious Bill Keevan as the lady and the professor. Now, you guys do this every Thursday or Friday? When do you guys do this? Because I see you
Oh,
sometimes Thursday, but you guys are getting busy, man. You're coming up on your 100th show, if I remember
we
correctly.
are not this Thursday, but the following Thursday. Yeah, we usually do Thursday nights. That's when we do Thursday nights at 8:30.
You've had 98 shows.
If not, I don't know who wants to listen to us. We're just so ridiculous, but
Yes,
apparently
but
some
that's
people
why
find
people
it
want to
entertaining.
listen.
Oh,
Listen,
my
I've
mom.
learned. We've hung out. Me and you and Bill have hung out several times. I have learned more intimate knowledge about not only the world but the universe itself, and you guys by listening to your Thursday show, The Lady and the Professor. I don't necessarily know where you get your subjects from. If it just comes from life, if it comes from experience. We also talked about different types of trivia names. You guys have some really cool. Let's go ahead and you've segmented out the show. Super pro,
Well,
really
now, so
good.
yeah, what Bill does, Bill does two trivia shows a week. This is a little plug for him because I am his manager technically, so I can do this. So
That's why we
Tuesday
have you
night,
on first.
yeah,
We have the manager on first, and then we bring in the talent.
the boss, and then we bring in, well, talent. Let's. Tuesday night, he has a show here in Longwood at the Post Time Lounge and Cafe.
Uh
I know
oh.
you've gone before.
Yeah, dude, good
It's
wings.
good wings,
What a
good
beautiful
pizza.
patio.
Tuesday night is half price pizza
Yeah,
night. Get there early so you can get your pizza. But yeah, that show goes 6 to 8. And then on
nice,
Wednesday night, he's in Oviedo at Gators Dockside from 7 to 9. And then
man.
Thursday we do our show. So he's,
What a
busy people.
cosmopolitan. He's just
Yeah.
worldly. He's just a
So on our
worldly
show,
man.
we create funny team names
I
for
like it.
trivia. And if you mention one of the team names that we've given on our show, you can get extra points on Tuesday or Wednesday night at his show. So
Oh,
that's the
I
way we
like it.
get people to listen to our show, or at
Yeah,
least the
you
5 minutes
incentivize it.
where we mention team names.
Absolutely. Now, a
So
question for you: we could probably talk to Bill about this, but I feel like I'm going to get a more real answer from you because Bill's a showman. So, at the trivia shows, do you have to be present, or can you play remotely, like on your phone or online or something like that? Is
no,
there a way that we can do that yet?
There is not a way you can do that yet, but that is a wonderful thing to think about. But it's yeah,
Bill, you let me know.
you really want the experience of being there because
Yeah.
he is quite good and quite
He
entertaining.
is fantastic.
And I think you got to be there. We
Yeah, and what
sometimes
a
I'll live
voice.
stream the beginning of the show, and that's
Okay.
I'll live stream the first he calls it instant gratification, where it's just quick questions, and then I'll shut it off. So,
Gotcha.
but being there is really
Nice. So
that's
you
the
guys
way
are
to
both.
do
You
it.
guys are. You're both pretty busy in your respective fields and everything that you do. You for a man like Bill to be a man like Bill, he needs a woman like Tracy Perry by his side.
He may
And
not agree with
he
that,
finds
but
he finds his continued success and support through that relationship, I imagine.
I
And
hear him
now,
laughing. I hear him
yeah,
laughing in the
I was
other
about
room.
to
Like, I
say
don't know if
now
he's
that
like,
we have appropriately discussed Bill as if he is not also backstage right now, just
I need some
waiting to
wine
come
for
in.
this.
I thought about how to introduce him, and I just wanted to introduce the great Bill Keevan. There are only so many Bills in the world that are great, and he is one of the very few. I shall not include myself, but if he wants to include me, I wouldn't deny it. But Mr. Mustache Mayhem himself, I really am excited about bringing this man in. So Bill is the new sponsor for Chia. I don't know if you guys know what Chia is. There was like the Chia Pets that came out, 25 years ago. They had like all different type. Yeah, they had all different types of characters, and they had turtles, and they had guys with froze, and they had all this different type where you can put this like pasted seed kind of thing on this shape, and then it grows out, and then you trim it, and it looks really cool. And Bill is the new spokesperson for Chia, which is great, and a huge shout out to Bill, the mustache maniac himself. Let's bring in my man and see what's going on. There it is.
Jeez, that's too much. That is just.
There it is.
Oh, it's so
right
terrible.
there.
It's so terrible, you guys.
Oh,
Well, hello, Bill.
good to see you, the professor in the house, Mustache Mayhem, making it happen, baby. We had a conversation last night. I was really hoping to see it today, and I will say this: it looked fantastic last night. Today, absolutely outstanding. I don't know how it went from being fantastic to unbelievably amazing in less than 24 hours. I don't know how that happened, Tracy. You are a lucky lady to get a flavor saver like that on a sexy man like Bill.
God, that's disgusting.
Yeah. Now, there's a reason you're growing this out. We talked a little bit about it yesterday. It's to be authentic, from what I remember. It's to be authentic. Tracy said you could get a fake one and just put it on there, but Bill has the ability to grow a mustache like that. Are you kidding me? He would be doing a disservice to all people in the world that wished and dreamed and hoped that they could grow a mustache, and here he is. Bill's doing it for everyone, millions, perhaps billions, and Tracy's like, shave it.
I just am not a fan of facial hair. I just never have been. It's just not it's not what I'm into.
Because I don't have to go to work every day, I don't shave my face every day. And I can't really grow a lot of facial hair. I can grow hair here. I can't grow as much hair as you have on your face, Billy. I can't.
Dude,
the hair doesn't
this
really grow
is,
in here.
This is all I got. I can't go. I've never been able to go here. And like I always heard, oh, wait till you're like 2025, I'll start coming out. It's like, okay, cool. So I was patient. Hit 2025. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. They're like, oh, wait till you hit 30 years old. You're gonna be fine. It's gonna come in. It's gonna be great. I'm like, okay, cool. So 30 comes, doesn't happen. The days and the years continue to pass. I don't want to say I'm about to give up on it, because that's when they say you give it. Right at the moment you're about to give up, the universe bestows upon you all your hopes and dreams and wants and wishes. So part of me wants it, but part of me doesn't want the upkeep. You know, that's part of it, where I'm like, I kind of like, but I mean, Bill, you're going on 27, 28. You should get these parts soon. Like, how
The thing is, Bill has such a nice face. Not that
It's
you don't,
beautiful.
Billy, you're gorgeous. But
you're gorgeous.
He's covering it up with this. I want to see your face.
Well, and Will, you talked about it. Why are you growing the mustache out?
Because I have an idea for a Halloween costume, and it would involve a mustache. Now, to be fair, and I thought of this today, it also involves hair, and I'm not going to grow that out. That's not going to be a thing I can do. That's not going to fall inside.
So you're going to grow the mustache, transplant to the head, grow the mustache again, transplant to the head, grow the mustache again, transplant to the head.
So long he can comb it over.
Yeah, it's going to be the mustache comb over. It's going to be beautiful.
So awful.
I'm excited about it, Bill. It's Guinness
may
Book
go
of
a
World
different
Records
route.
right there.
I may go a different route. I have a better chance with my nose hair and my ear hair than I do with my mustache hair.
The
quite
cone
honestly.
over for the nose hair.
Images in my head.
If you get the nose, the mustache,
eyebrows.
and the ear, bro, I mean,
eyebrows.
you look like Cousin It.
You could join the circus.
The eyebrows, the mustache man. Oh man, I would see that right next to the bearded lady. Like I would want to see the mustache mayhem, Bill Keevan himself with his infamous universally known comb over, ear hair, nose hair, mustache hair combined like Captain Planet. Combined forces, and you have the greatest comb over on the face of the planet, man. I'm excited. You're a record breaker, Bill. You're kind of an overachiever, so I wouldn't be surprised if you were able to manage something like that and then wind up on the cover of People, maybe GQ.
I think that if I did that, that could count as a beard. I think I could grow it long enough, bring it down.
Then meet up with the eyebrows.
Yeah, you're a problem solver. Give yourself some of the handlebar mustache. Get that little guy coming down, and if you're able to swing it back around and connect it to the sideburns, you give yourself a musta-beard, a beard stash,
a musta-beard.
A musta-beard. I like it. This is what we do, Tracy. Friday night's going to be fun. So it's a...
Should we talk about what we're going to make Friday night?
Yeah,
Would you like to know them?
Yeah. I wanted you guys to talk a little bit about. We touched about the Lady and the Professor every Thursday. So we touched a little bit about that before Bill had jumped in. God, Bill, Tracy and I were having such a good time. So Bill does trivia on Tuesday, trivia on Wednesday. Then they have the Lady and the Professor, and Bill's known as the 5-minute Professor, and that's why Tracy fell in love with him, which is fantastic. I don't know where the 5 minutes comes from, but I think there was actually a radio segment that you had on maybe Real Radio where it was the 5-minute Professor. Is that accurate?
That is 100% true. And then people would see me. They'd recognize my voice sometimes, and they'd say,
"Yes,
aren't you the 5-minute Professor?" And I would say, "Number one, I'm sorry, I don't look smarter." And then they say, "There's no way that segment is 5 minutes long." And it wasn't. It was a solid 45. But the 45-minute Professor didn't have the same ring to it.
Yeah, and there was 40 minutes of bullshit and 5 minutes of professing. So still, in that 45 minutes, you were the professor for 5 of those minutes. That's legitimate.
That is a way to look at it. I think that there's, in a 45-minute segment, I think I do closer to 80 minutes of professing.
In 45 minutes. I love it.
Damn it.
Quality over quantity. We're growing exponentially here. I don't know how the math works out there, Tracy, but I'm not going to down him because he's a very smart man. Look at that mustache.
He really is. He is very annoyingly smart.
Tracy Perry wouldn't marry a guy that's not an absolute brilliant person. You're like, this is not going to happen. And Bill's he's a smart feller. It was nice to come and watch you do trivia, Bill. You're extremely quick. You're very witty. You're very fast. Like, you manage it really great. The speed was perfect. You gave people just enough time, but you still kind of kept them on their toes simultaneously where they could relax, but they were still challenged. And it was so cool to see that. And you got some regulars, man. Like, you had tables just full of people that are ready to rock and roll for trivia on a beautiful Tuesday night, man. That was awesome. Thank you for the invitation, and the wings were fantastic as well.
One of my favorite things about that Tuesday night show, which you got to see, which is post time, is that we fill the place. It's all people that are playing trivia. When you go to a bigger place, when you play a bigger place, not everybody's playing trivia.
Gotcha.
You know, and
gotcha. So on Tuesday nights, the people that are there, they're there for trivia.
Right. Even the people that aren't playing are still paying attention to me.
Yeah, they're watching the show itself.
Usually, there's one couple that's not.
He's so loud, it's hard to not pay attention. You know?
That was one thing that we noticed. There was a time where he was probably maybe 6 to 7 feet away from us. He wasn't even in front of everybody. He was looking down, and he was speaking, and it was filling the whole room. His ability to project is just fantastic, and he has one of those tones, one of those frequencies that kind of cut through all the other ambient sound, and it's very, very easy to hear, Bill. You know, he has this microphone, which he probably doesn't need, but it's kind of funny. He has this like little lapel microphone, like... You know you don't need that, right? Like, it looks professional, though, so I do it. You know, if it looks professional, it looks professional. But you do that every Tuesday and Wednesday, and then on Thursdays
the
you have
battery's
the lady.
Been dead for the past 3 weeks, by the way.
Yeah, I just wear it. Now it's just muscle memory. I just click it on. I even turn on the little power pack. I know it doesn't work, but it feels weird if I don't. It's my compulsiveness. In regards to that. But the Lady and the Professor every Thursday at 8 o'clock, you're coming up to your 99th show or 99th show this week.
Mhm.
99th show.
And
this
you have your 100th show is next week. So I try to watch Thursday nights, no matter what I'm doing, wherever I am. I try to at least tune in and give you guys a hard time because the content's always fantastic. So before we get into the menu for Friday, tell us a little bit about the Lady and the Professor. We see where the names came from. Where did the concept for the show come from? And
May
when
I?
it was like, you know what, let's do this.
So I used to live in New York City. I was there for 20 years. So I've been in Florida about 3.5 years. I lived in Manhattan for 20 years and did acting, theater and stuff, and had regular jobs. And theater. I was very dramatic. And so, but Bill and I actually met in Massachusetts doing radio 30 something years ago. I don't even know. I was just out of college.
So you guys were 2 years old. Fantastic.
It was like 19. When did we meet? 1990?
95.
Ooh, there was a World Cup in 94.
You weren't born. You weren't born yet, Billy. But we met. And we became really good friends. I'm not going to draw this story out too long, but we stayed really good friends for a very long time. And when I lived in New York and he lived here in Florida, and we would talk all the time on the phone, I would try to get dating advice from him, a man who I kind of knew had a thing for me since we met, but I wasn't really into him. I thought he was a great guy. Like
She was afraid I might grow a mustache.
There, and then finally, yeah.
Bill, did you feel friend zoned at that time?
Well, yes and no. I mean, she lived in New York, and I lived.
Yeah, but still, love
and
traverses
I would like
all.
to point out, for huge portions of this time, we were married to other people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, side note, did you feel friend zoned, or were you like, you know what, I'm respecting my relationship, but like this girl's kind of cool, man. Yeah, she's kind of cool.
I don't know that I think that's a little bit too modern for someone of my age.
Gotcha.
To feel friend zoned.
Well, we were really good friends, and I would, when I was single, when I got divorced, I would call Bill, and we would talk all the time, and I'd say, "I'm dating this guy, and he's doing this really stupid thing. Like, what is this all about?"
Dump him. Throw the whole man away.
Like, I'm dating this guy, and
Yeah.
we were hugging. Like, okay, I'm going to say hugging because my Mama Betty, is watching right now.
What's
Hi,
up, Mama Betty? Hi, Mama Betty.
We'll say we were hugging, and it was really rough. And I was like, "Why are you so Why are you so scruffy? Like,
why are you scruffy?
So I said to Bill, I'm with this guy
Oh, this is the King of Spain.
hugging, and he's
Spain.
I can't date
So
that
he's
guy. What
he's
am I going to
scruffy.
do?
You're like it's like holding onto a Brillo pad. Is that what's going on? Is that what's happening?
Let me tell you. So several of her boyfriends I had names for, and this one's name was the King of Spain. And because his name was Juan Carlos, which is the name of the man who was the King of Spain. Juan Carlos Primero was the King of Spain. So she's dating this guy named Juan Carlos. And I said, "You're dating the King of Spain." And it turns
Congratulations.
out Juan Carlos used to be a swimmer. And when I say used to be, I mean like in high school. He was a swimmer. And he started shaving his chest.
Oh, boy.
But he continued
Crazy.
forever,
Yeah,
and that's what
I
was.
gotcha.
And I had to break up with him because that's too
Oh,
much.
okay.
I mean,
So he continued to shave. So he was getting like that prickly kind of rough
Yeah.
kind of feeling where chest hair would be growing in, and anytime you guys would hug,
I couldn't.
you were
I just
you just wasn't working for you.
no, it wasn't working. Plus, he was.
So
kinda weird,
so now I understand a little bit more about the mustache. I do understand a little bit more. I think
it's prickly.
she's
I don't
getting
like that.
But
I think she's getting Juan Carlos chest hair vibes. Is that what's going on?
I don't know, Billy, how often you've kissed someone with a mustache. I like Italian women, so it's happened to me a lot. But there's a point where it's.
Hey, I had to pay for college somehow, bro.
Hey, everyone's got to do what they got to do.
So it gets to be a point where it stops being really prickly.
Gotta get
Your
away from
Yeah,
your
it gets
mustache
soft.
is not really.
Yeah, it
prickly.
gets
Well,
soft
maybe
in the
Daddy.
beginning stages.
I'm guessing, Billy. It's
Yeah,
not-
in the
not prickly
beginning
now.
stages, yeah. Ask Betty; she knows. In the beginning stages, you're right. It can be prickly. It can be a little off-putting. But as it continues to grow, it gets soft and it gets like little tickly down there.
Ending back at the mustache.
Yeah, the mustache of mayhem.
Listen.
That's right. Bill Keevan's a mustache maniac tonight, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen.
the story, as it were. So he would give me advice about guys I was dating. I don't know. Maybe he was trying to sabotage me by saying, just break up with him. Break up with him.
Not
So anyway,
sabotage, but influence.
push me in a,
I
push
will
me in
tell
a way
you-
that would,
I always wanted Tracy to be happy. She dated men who were wealthy, who were international celebrities. The woman's had a spectacular career. She worked in the commissioner's office at the National Basketball Association.
Man. And one day she was like, you know what? I'm going slumming. Let's see what happens here.
Well, Betty's here, so Betty can actually vouch for this. She one time said to her mother, "What if I ended up with Bill? What if I ended up with?"
Oh,
And
to
we had
be
a
so,
good- we
to
went,
be so lucky.
had a good laugh. We had some drinks. Well, yeah, but then we would talk and talk, and I
Yeah.
And she told me about that, Billy. She told me about that in real time.
we are honest people. We don't have secrets.
We're honest people. I mean, they say, the infamous they, I'd love to meet them sometime. They say the best relationships are based off healthy friendships. And healthy friendship is that transparency. Not just so everything is rainbows and butterflies. Like, those healthy friendships, they come from truth. They come from understanding, come from challenge. They come from tribulations and trials, all that good stuff, And like, so here you guys are 30 plus years later. After knowing each other and kind of growing and watching each other grow and evolve, and you guys being there during different times in your lives, where always respectful to the people in your life at the time, but also still a friendship that continued to grow and grow and grow. And then somehow, I don't know how this happened, but the roulette ball shook down, and Tracy wound up with Bill.
Nobody knows.
What a lucky lady. What a lucky.
Well,
I mean, Bill's lucky
most
too,
days,
but
most
Tracy
days.
mainly the lucky lady.
I don't know. I drive him crazy. So,
6 out of 7.
but yeah. So one
There's
time
that
I
one
came
day.
down. I came down to visit him as a friend one day. We happened to be both single at the time, and it was like sparks flew, and I heard the angels.
I like how Bill's like.
This was about transparency.
It was like, she was
though.
wearing a sexy top. It was all good.
It is about transparency because her top was transparent.
We are simple creatures.
Yeah, we know.
Really are. It doesn't matter what we do, how smart we think we are, how hard we work on our mustache. When it really comes down to it, we are simple creatures.
I have something to show you. I'm going to grab, and then we can get on with this nonsense. This was the night. This was the night.
Oh my God.
The night we fell in love.
Bill, look how. What up, Dana Rickard? Look how fortunate. She has the picture right there.
It's on our
the
fridge.
fridge.
That's
Next to the
awesome.
food, which is filling out my shirt.
I see. I got you. So I got. So Tracy's by the kitchen just to make sure everything stays in lock. And Bill's like, "Oh, I'm going to my room. I'm going to the office."
Yeah.
I get that. For those of you just joining us tonight, we're sitting here with the lady and the professor, Bill Keevan and Tracy Perry. They are our hosts of this Friday's show, where I get to don a beautiful chef's coat and sit in the kitchen with the great Tracy Perry, and we're going to make a fantastic menu. But before that, Bill's got his hand up. Yes, Bill.
Well, I put my hand up because that's how you do it in radio. You put your hand up.
I love it.
And
I
then
love
you
it.
wait, and then you deliver your line as best you can. It is wrong to say that we are hosting because Tracy is a hostess of the first order, and Tracy is hosting. If there's anything which is appealing about the place where I live, it is because of Tracy Perry. If there is anything which you would describe as clean in the place where I live, it is because of Tracy Perry.
Bill had one folding chair in the middle of the family room and a cup he's used for 12 years, and that's all he had.
That's not true. I had several pieces of furniture that were either thrown away or put in storage. But
they are not around here anymore. They're gone.
Surfaces so I could put things on them. That's what they were.
They were, just so he could collect, whatever. He's kind of like a pack rat. I'm a minimalist. I like, nothing on the counter.
So good balance. Good balance here. I gotcha. Wow. So you guys talked, and where did the idea for the show come from? We keep digressing because you guys are so fascinating.
I'm sorry. I got lost in the thing. So we would talk on the phone. I would ask him advice, and we thought we were funny. We were talking about stuff that was real, like the guy has hair on his chest. What do you do about that?
Juan Carlos.
He would say, Juan Carlos.
The King of Spain.
Babe, this is a show.
The King of Spain.
And I would say,
the King of Spain.
The King of Spain. And then we'd be
Carlos,
talking about
the King of Spain.
The King of Spain. We were talking about something else, and I'd say, this is a show. I think this is kind of entertaining. So we thought of it years. I mean, for us. To other people, may think we're idiots.
Well, it's very real. It's very like real things that happen to every single one of us throughout our life that people just don't talk about. They don't normally bring it up. It's one of the things where it's like it's kind of taboo, but you bring it up and everybody in the room can say, I understand and I've experienced something similar. It's so good that you've brought this up. Let's talk.
Bill's colonoscopy.
Listen, everybody, if you're a guy or if you're a girl, everybody goes through something like this, man. It's just part of the world. It's part of the world.
How our conversations from being, his chest is hairy to much deeper as we age. Experiencing so many different things.
Colonoscopies.
Thank you for pointing out the colonoscopy. Also, by the way, happy September, which is Prostate Awareness Month. So
we're going to be talking about that on Friday, and Bill is bringing by somebody. I don't know who it is. We are going to have a live prostate exam this Friday, which is going to be fun. Tracy and I have nothing to do with this because we're cooking, but Bill is going to be. He's going to be appropriately and educationally introducing everybody to what's that's like, which I think Tom just joined us. Shark Tooth Sam has just joined us. He said he was actually going to tune in on Friday night. Apparently, he didn't make the cut to be the person that is going to be utilized in that demonstration. He's a little heartbroken, but he is going to tune in and he's going to watch it.
We actually have an appointment with Tom on Sunday as a backup in case things don't go the way we want.
Yeah, we are going out with Tom and his lovely wife, Tanya. We're going to go. We're going actually to a show. We're going to see Noises Off at the Orlando Rep on Sunday. We're going to have lunch with them. So we actually, thanks to you, Billy, we met them at your anniversary party. We didn't know them, became friends, and now let's hang out.
Both of you guys had Fringe shows. I definitely thought you guys had intersected just through Fringe.
We were not, and I'm not kidding about this. We were maybe 20 feet away from each other for an hour and a half before the preview show. He's hanging out with another one of the pirate-themed shows.
Right,
gotcha.
Yeah.
And he was there, sitting there, hanging out with the pirate-themed show.
Being Shark Tooth Sam. Yeah.
And we were doing what Patrick likes to do, which was just talking to each other.
Oh, gotcha.
Patrick's our playwright, and he's
okay.
If you want to know what someone who's an introvert does, you look at Patrick, and then you got to back out a little bit to make it
Gotcha. You say Patrick, and I think two people. I think Patrick from SpongeBob, and I think Bill Keevan is what Patrick Stewart would look like if he had a mustache.
I was thinking that too.
That's what I think immediately. That's exactly what I think immediately. So, and I absolutely 100% was like, yeah, man, Bill and Tracy are there. They're in Fringe, Tom and Tony. I just automatically assume when people are like, oh, Billy, you play music in Orlando. Hey, my cousin's nephew's brother's Steve. He plays music in Orlando too. You know him, right?
We must know each other.
Clearly. Of course we know each other. So I'm like, you guys are both part of Fringe Festival. You both had shows on the same days. You were 20 feet away from each other, and you intersected. Finally got to shake hands and meet and talk at the anniversary party, which was such a great collision of personalities and people over the last 5 years. It was awesome to see that. And Tom, real quick, bro, I would love for you to be a part of a chili cook-off, man. That would be absolutely awesome. Nathan's like, let's go KitchenKillaz chili cook-off. Nathan, Magicfoot Mullis, the great mad scientist, Michael Conway, and Tom. We can make that a special Friday night for a chili cook-off. Oh, Tracy's about to enter.
I got some vegetarian chili that will knock your socks off, guys.
Nice. Listen, I don't like socks. I will put socks on to have them knocked off.
I don't have any socks on. I had slippers on, if you must know, and I just kicked them off because my feet were hot.
I on the other hand, would be more than happy to be part of a chili eat-off.
Nice.
yes, you would.
Bill,
yes, you
me too. We will eat. We will eat. I got to put this up. Tom says, I've been a fan of the professor for years. He knew the professor.
Well, I was talking to Tom. I was talking for about 10 or 15 minutes. He doesn't know we're together. We're talking, and I tell him who my husband is and this and that. And I said, he used to be on the Real Radio, Phillips File. Is he the 5-minute professor? And I was like, yeah. He goes, oh, my God. And that he was so excited. And I was like, it's not that exciting. He's right there. You go talk to
him. Tracy's such a hype man. It's not that exciting. Calm down.
This is 100% the case. She used
Don't
to
act like
think
you're
that
meeting a
was-
celebrity. It's
Come on.
fine.
She used to think it was neat that people met me. And then
Yeah.
Billy, you may have been right at the intersection
Yeah.
between when she decided what's kind of neat to enough already with Bill.
No,
Enough
no, I
already
still,
that Bill used to be on the radio.
I'm still very proud to be with you, honey, and I like it when people recognize your voice. We'll be out at a bar, and people will be like, "Are you the 5-minute professor?"
Yep.
Yes,
She's like,
he
that's
is.
my man. That's
somebody.
my man.
I'm somebody
I had,
too.
I had limoncello with him last night, and I forget the last 10 minutes of my evening. It was fantastic.
The thing is, and this is the thing, I am on the very edge of what celebrity is defined as in
Me and you
Central
both,
Florida.
brother. We're both there.
Tracy, on the other
Hanging out on a
hand,
boat together.
Tracy, on the other hand, has been on national television shows. She was in Sex and the City. She was in movies with Kevin Costner. She's got a SAG card. We get checks in the mail.
Oh, in the mail.
Well, we get
That's
checks. She gets royalty checks. We get mailbox money. Now,
Tracy's
what's
kind of a big
mailbox
deal.
money? She kind of is.
She's kind of a
Yeah.
big deal.
Yes, I don't like to talk about it, but now that you brought it up,
Well, I will say this. Tom says straight up, like, yo,
Costner.
you're totally a celebrity in my eyes, Bill. Totally a celebrity. The great Shark Tooth Sam.
This is the problem with glaucoma, Tom.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's Tom, as Shark Tooth Sam, had Be a Pirate that was voted best of the fest. Which was an
Great
incredible show. I try to see as many shows as I can. You know, as we're all performers, it's hard to break off the performer to go see the performance. But it was really nice. Not only did I get to see Be a Pirate, but I also got to see you two perform at Fringe as well, which was mind blowing. It was so cool. Like, I already know you guys are very quick. You're very witty. You're very smart. You're very talented. But watching you guys on stage, watching your energy go back and forth, the seamlessness transitions of the experience itself and the story was incredibly creative. How fast you guys were burning through. I don't know what kind of word count you guys were looking at for that presentation, but
7.
it was
7.
no joke. Bill had 7 words. Tracy had 17,945.
all of my words were what? Huh? What?
Bill's like, that's how it was written.
and I would go.
Oh, so I just assume automatically you guys are both in Fringe. You guys are, Fringe buddies. Like, you go to each other's houses and you eat chips together or something. That's what Fringe people do. So to now at this very moment find out that you not only just met each other at the anniversary party, but you guys have kind of known of each other indirectly through, well, there's Shark Tooth Sam. Oh, cool, Shark Tooth Sam. And she's like, wait a minute, is he the 5-minute professor? And like, here the worlds come. They crawl toward each other. And it's like, oh, this is going to be so much fun, man. It's so cool. Tom,
Well,
so
thank
good to
you,
see
Billy,
tonight,
for
man.
bringing us together. You're bringing people together. That's what you do.
It's the food. It's the food. And this Friday, it's
that's
the menu
part of
that
it.
you're creating, which is fantastic. So Lady and the Professor every Thursday at 8 o'clock, 99th show this Thursday, 100th show next Thursday. I'm excited for what you guys have planned for us. From what Bill told us, Tracy has choreographed a dance to go along during the entire show to
There is-
express her happiness and her love through that type of art form, which I'm excited about.
Interpretive dance. She's
Yeah.
cooking.
Dances, and I slowly take off my clothes.
Very slowly for a whole hour. You're like, here's a hair tie.
He has
Take
27 layers
hair
to
tie.
begin.
Take this hair tie off.
You
Tom, we'll
start
talk
with
to you
that
soon,
hair
brother. We'll
tie.
see you Friday night at 9:05, baby doll.
Bye,
Give
Tom.
Tonya all of our love. We love her. We love you, brother. We'll talk to you soon, man. Shark Tooth Sam was at the anniversary party. He played. He's so great. What an amazing performer. I'm so excited. I hope he's down to come back for the 6th year, wherever we're going to be, because he was absolutely fantastic. But it's I'm so glad that you guys got to meet each other, and I'm so glad that it was such a cool thing to see. And I think that's what's more moving to me when I get to take a step back at an event like that and see all of these amazing people, and to see these worlds collide and this creativity collide, and the connections and the little sparks that happen throughout the party, knowing that we're all kind of in the same vein of entertainment and community here. And although it's a big world, it's a small world. To see everybody come together, and you guys are finally able to put some faces with names and shake some hands. And now you guys are going out to dinner. I'm so happy. That makes me so happy, dude. That's awesome. Where are you guys going?
So Tom has suggested Faux 88.
Oh, Faux 88 is.
He
Have you
loves-
guys ever been?
No.
Oh, 10 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic. What a great recommendation, Tom. You guys are going to love it, man. You guys are going to. That's a great recommendation. I've been there several times. It is absolutely incredible. That's awesome. Now I'm jealous. I might have to show up that night and just kick in the door.
You can't. Well, we're going for
Pull the
lunch.
fire
and then
alarm,
we're going to go.
take everybody's food.
We're going to go see Noises Off. I don't know if you know the show Noises Off, but it's a
I do
very
not.
hysterical look at theater comedy.
Nice.
It's playing at the Orlando
Nice.
Shakes.
That's awesome, man.
One of them.
I think it's the Shakes.
Gotcha.
It's one of them.
One of them. We think it's the Shakes. Bill's the smart guy. He's the professor. You're just the lady.
But
Just the looks. He's the brains.
do not do that to me, Billy Floyd. Do not do that to me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm looking forward to you getting to watch Tracy cook on Friday.
I'm excited.
I'm a little nervous.
I'm excited. I have to ask Tracy, do you normally work in the kitchen with somebody as an assistant or a sous chef or somebody there to help out, or do you just make Bill stay out of the kitchen while you cook?
Usually
He's going to
that
hurt
would be
himself.
me.
I'm usually pushing him away, but I'm gonna have things like, what do you call it, hon? Mise en place,
Mise
like
en
ready.
Mise en place. Yes, yes.
So I can say, Billy, you can put that in there. Put that in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have you. You know, I'm gonna use you, Billy.
Do it.
But yeah, no, it's usually me.
I've been waiting 30 years for that to be said to me, and I was hoping, beyond hope, I asked Bill for permission if I could have this reaction. Do it. I'm so excited. I'll have my chef's coat on and maybe nothing else. Who knows, man? It's going to be a crazy Friday night.
It's going to be good. I'll have my apron on and who knows what else.
So we shared a little bit about. I don't want to get too much into the actual menu because we're going to post it Wednesday on our Patreon show.
Right.
We're gonna get it up there, but I would say this. I'm going to ask Bill this. And you give us an honest answer. Tracy can't hear this part. I'm going to mute you. So now she can't hear this part. On a scale of 1 to 10, that chicken dish, Thanksgiving-ish, that she puts together, what would you say on a scale of 1 to 10 that is? Like 10 being, oh my God, absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad we have it every single month or I would die. 1 being like, I kind of close my eyes, get drunk, and I eat it, but I don't really like it.
Oh, it's a 10. It's a 10.
10.
And it is a great meal. And I wish it was harder for her. I mean, there's a lot of work to it.
Sure.
But she makes a lot of meals which are a lot more work than this really great
Far
chicken.
more arduous than this And
it seems like when you think about Thanksgiving, you think that's a lot of work. But I mean, it's a number of different pieces, but it's nowhere near as much work as she makes us sometimes these chicken strips.
Okay.
And you think,
sounds fairly simple. Chicken strips.
You're gonna pull the chicken out of the freezer. They're breaded. You're gonna throw them in the oven on a cookie sheet because that's the cooking I can do.
You're ready to go.
Right. That's not what she does. She makes a breading for chicken. She takes chicken and she makes a breading, and then she dredges it, and then she cooks it, and it's like. What? Why would we do this any other way?
Bill and I are like thawing out chicken strips that are ice, just dead with ice. Like you take it out, you're like, can't even read it. You got to like chip the ice off the box. Bill and I are like, this is healthy. This is fine. Tracy's like hand making breading, like she's growing the bread and she's hand making it. I'm harvesting chicken.
I'm pretty sure if she had to break a chicken's neck, that would be the end of it. We'd be done.
I will say this,
but
Bill. If that says a special kind of person about a special kind of person. If that ever happens, just let me know so I can manage it appropriately and emotionally, and I can make sure that I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to poke the bear. I don't want to do that.
That's not gonna be.
She's like, all right, Bill, we had chicken this weekend. She snapped its neck and didn't even care about it. I'd be like, all right, well, listen, I have a spare room. If you need somewhere to stay, to make sure that she can handle whatever she needs to handle, you're more than welcome to. It could be the Bills. It'll be fun. It'll be me, you, Patricio, the great Commodore, and Michelle all in the same house. And Luke and Leia. That's a TV show right there. That's a TV show right there. That'd be fantastic. So this meal that you're making on Friday, Bill, have you had the meal that she's making on Friday?
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, where does that fall?
Well, this is the thing about it, is that it is a great meal.
I love
Unfortunately.
Oh, there's an unfortunate part.
It falls into the overarching umbrella of Italian Mediterranean style food.
Oh, that sounds
And
fantastic.
it is great. It is great. But when we go out to eat, we go to a spectacular Italian food restaurant. And no offense, dear.
Watch it. Choose your words wisely.
It suffers because it lives in the same category.
Yeah.
It
Italian
suffers from living in
Mediterranean
the same
cuisine.
category. It is unbelievably good. And I will point this out, relatively inexpensive.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
This is not we're spending $800 on ingredients.
Sure.
And
Nice and simple.
And like I said last night to you, it looks super fancy.
Oh, it
Yeah,
is.
I like things. Bill looks super fancy.
Wait, yeah, does he?
He
He literally cannot.
I'm really looking
I'm
forward
just
to Friday,
trying my
man.
best to do this. Love
Friday's
like-
gonna be. Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to
there
love
we go.
like Jesus. I got to live with him.
I'm pretty
Hey,
sure
hold
this.
on, wait a second. When I do this doesn't look as good as yours does. Wait, can I do this again?
Yeah.
No. One time is all you
Bill,
get.
to be honest with you, I could read yours really clearly. I literally cannot. But Tracy's was a little fuzzy. I don't. I love
weird.
like. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can.
Well, it's supposed to say Jesus.
Okay, gotcha. All right, Bill, you good? You good, Bill? I got you,
Little
dog.
too much.
So let's say I'm pretty sure this comment was meant for Bill. It may not have been. It might have been meant for Tracy. But Nathan says, "Can we pay for you to keep your clothes on?"
Yes, please do. Please do.
I don't know.
I have a
I'm not sure who
Patreon.
we were talking to, but we both have a Patreon, Nathan. So yes, we will not do it for money. That is true. That is very true. That's awesome. Nathan says defrost the pool chicken. So short story, the day after the anniversary party, Nathan was here to help us clean up, and we had a lot of food that was in the freezer. Then we just needed to thaw out and get rid of and eat. So we had burgers. We had like a delicious Italian sausage. We had tuna. We had some chicken breasts and all this stuff. And it's like, okay, how do you thaw these frozen things out? If you put them in a sink of water, it just turns the water cold. So it's like, okay, how can we get them in something larger? How do we do this? And they were like, let's throw it in the pool. And I was like, well, they're vacuum sealed. Let's throw them in the pool. Why not?
I am
So
reasonably sure the health department would have a complaint.
So we put it. Well, listen, maybe we didn't sell it or anything. So we had the sausage, the chicken, and we had the tuna in the pool. And it was probably maybe 10 minutes later. I'm like, hey, man, I think it's going to be ready to rock and roll. And they're like, really? It's only been 10 minutes? I'm like, yeah, but think about it takes probably about 15 minutes to thaw it in a sink with a little water that it chills the water. But this isn't a pool with God knows how many gallons of water in here. It's a hot Florida day. Like the water itself was about 85 degrees. I grabbed a little.
I thought you were some sous vide.
Oh,
there
I would love
pool.
to sous vide my pool, bro. How big of a sous vide machine? You would get one end, I would get the other. We like put the sous vide machine in together.
You need a
like a hot tub.
thermometer.
Yeah,
all you need is a thermometer.
Could we?
What's the temperature?
Wait a
How long
minute.
do we need to cook this chicken?
Could we hot tub our ribeyes? Hot tubs get over 120 degrees. Hot
This
tubs
is total.
do.
This is like you see the Florida memes.
Yeah.
The guy defrosting his chicken
This
in
is
his
it.
pool. This is
Yeah,
Florida.
listen, Tracy, it worked. It was brilliant.
Well,
Everything
hey,
was
you know.
perfectly. It was perfectly thawed. I was like, and it was so fast. I was like, this is fantastic. But seriously, sous vide, it's heated water that is circulated over a period of time to cook a certain protein to a temperature, and the temperature doesn't change. That's its job. It keeps it at that perfect temperature. Hot tubs do the same thing, and it's a huge sous vide. Like,
But aren't you
I
afraid the
feel-
plastic is going to melt that's wrapped around the thing? And the
Well,
hot
the
tub?
the
plastic.
airtight package is made for extremely high temperatures, so you can do that, no big deal. They're actually made like the sous vide machine that you get. A lot of times you can get like a package deal where it comes with the clips, it comes with the vacuum pump, it comes with the bags itself. So they kind of make that happen. I hear where you're coming from, and in the beginning I thought the same thing. I'm like, I don't want to melt plastic all over. All right. But then I thought about it. They probably wouldn't sell something like that because, like Bill said, the health department would be like, hey. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can't sell melted plastic. For
And
people to eat in their
incidentally, you
food.
shouldn't be cooking food in the hot tub. They may tell you
Yeah,
that too.
I know, but we're not selling it. It's for science. we're just trying it out. So that's what Nathan is referring to. Defrost pool chicken. That's what we were talking about. Now Nathan is an idea man, and he brought up a chili cook-off, and I think that would be a fantastic idea. Bill and I could be taste testers. Tracy is ready to rock a vegetarian or a vegan. Was it vegan or vegetarian? There was a V in there
Well,
somewhere.
it could be vegan, I guess. If you put cheese on it, then it wouldn't be vegan. But
Gotcha. It would be vegan
in and
until
of
you
itself,
give them
it's-
the chance to put
Yes.
cheese on it. They'll make it vegetarian
Correct.
themselves.
yes.
Well, that would be awesome because I know Tom and Tonya have really worked tirelessly over the last several years on their diet, on their exercise, on all of the ingredients that they use. Tom's Craft Star Kitchen before we had Armenian dishes, which was it was extremely healthy and refreshing. Tasty, delicious. So I'm super excited to see how Tom would throw down in a chili cook-off as well. So right now Nathan's talking about Nathan getting in on the chili cook-off, the Magic Foot getting in on the chili cook-off, Mike Conway, who sold Conway Campfire Chili at the anniversary party, Tracy Perry coming in with vegan vegetarian chili cook-off, and then Tom coming in with something delicious like that. Man, these are, Bill, you and I are going to be eating like kings, my man, like kings.
Excuse me, woman, bring me a spoon.
I need a chili spoon. I need a different spoon for that chili. I don't want to impact the flavor. You know, you don't want to do that.
Variety of spoons.
Yeah. If you guys don't know this, Bill and I were chili cook-off champion taste testers for years and years and years. Our real names. Yeah, we were on the chili cooking eating taste-off championship circuit between like 2007, 2012, maybe 11, 12, before we both got kicked off at the same time. I don't want to go into why, but we learned a lot.
Was that the same year that you sponsored Beano?
That was 2009.
Oh,
that
right.
was 2009.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah,
Got
Bill,
it.
they just emailed me yesterday, by the way. They want us back. I told you they always come back. They always come
Only
back.
a matter of time.
It's about getting them sponsorships dollars, Bill. Bill and Beano.
Yeah.
Beano and Bill.
Beano and Bill to the second power. 2 Bills.
That's right.
Actually, our original pitch was just that we went to their office and we just farted for like 45 minutes, and they said,
Listen,
please.
Yeah, we're direct, and they actually said, "What an incredible pitch! Like, what an incredible pitch you guys had. That was fantastic. You used no words, and you got a sponsorship. We're in the Guinness Book of World Records right now for largest sponsorship with no words."
You said, I know pitch. I'm a
Yeah.
musician. I know pitch.
Yeah. Get out of here. Get out of here. We'll sing. We'll sing one way or the other. But that's so yeah, all that aside, the 27th annual KitchenKillaz Chili Cook-Off is probably happening this year sometime because it's getting close to chili time. Getting close to chili time. I just made a number up. It sounds fun. 27th annual. Why not? Who cares? Nobody's going to stop us. I would love to see that on a big marquee too, like 27th annual KitchenKillaz Cook-Off.
Who's going to check the math? Who's checking the math?
No one. They'll be like, man, this was fantastic. You guys did great. I'm excited for year 28. Me too. It'd be fantastic.
Actually, I think we call it the 27th annual Chili Cook-Off. And next
That's the
year,
name of it.
The 27th second annual.
Second annual. It's not counting the number of years we've done it. It's the name of the event.
27th.
That's it. I love it.
Brilliant.
When really great minds come together, things happen.
Things happen. 27th second annual KitchenKillaz Cook-Off coming in next year. Yeah, that's right, buddy. The debut year will be this year of the 27th annual KitchenKillaz Chili Cook-Off competition. We're taste testers. Michelle wants to be a taste tester. Michelle's like, I'll be a taste tester.
Sure.
Boop. Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
You're in.
I don't know, man. I will say there's a little bit of bias here, though, because if Tracy's entering the KitchenKillaz Kitchen Cook-Off 27th annual competition, and Bill is a judge for the 27th annual KitchenKillaz Chili Cook-Off KitchenKillaz competition, I don't.
I think we do it as a blind test. We do it as a blind test. We don't know what we're tasting.
Ooh, I
Right.
like
But
that.
I think he
That's
would
a
pick the
great
meaty.
idea.
He would probably pick the meaty one though, because I don't cook any beef. I mean, I haven't had beef in 20 years.
Gotcha.
He has.
Gotcha.
You know,
We're
he
having
sneaks
beef
it.
fish on Friday, which I'm excited about. I didn't even know that was a thing. We're being
It's a new-
introduced to some
it's a new
fantastic
hybrid.
things.
It's a hybrid.
It's a new hybrid. Listen, Tracy makes her own breading, and she genetically modifies her own fish. Beef. We're having the beef fish this Friday night.
I like to please everyone. You know, you do what you got to do.
It's from the sea, kinda.
When Tracy says she doesn't have beef, Tracy's had beef with me. So I mean, that's
She has
I
beef
have
with me
beef.
2-3
I have
times a
beef.
week.
Yeah, it's a different kind. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't lie. Oh, I'm emotionally vegetarian. What does that mean? I don't got beef with nobody. What?
I love
man.
like Jesus.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Juan Carlos. I'll never forget you, Juan Carlos. Fantastic.
King of Spain.
Oh, man. That's right. King of Spain. I love it. I like how Bill's always there to finish it off. Juan Carlos, King of Spain. Okay, gotcha. I would imagine he says that anytime anybody says Juan Carlos in earshot anywhere. He's like,
Yes.
you hear like on table 42, Juan Carlos. Bill's like, yo, let me
King
get
of
that
Spain.
mic. King of Spain.
Wait a second. What makes you think I would wait until I had a microphone?
Yo, let me get King of Spain. Then you get everybody else to say it. Everybody say King of Spain. And Tracy's just like, God, I really don't like you sometimes. Really don't like you
All of a
sometimes.
sudden, I feel itchy.
Feel itchy.
Sense memory.
Oh my God, so much fun! Friday is going to be such a blast. We're going to do a lot of this stuff on Friday during the show. I'm so excited. I realized I was like, man, we'll go from 7:05 to 8:05. Nice straight hour will be really good. We're professionals. We can dial it in. We can follow the structure. It's 8:22. I'm like, okay, way past the
Bill
hour.
talks a lot. Sorry about that, Billy.
Tracy, we talked about this earlier where you were like, listen, Bill talks a lot. We got to try to keep it between us. But then you thought Bill might get his feelings hurt if I didn't bring him in on the camera sooner. So it was like, okay, you and I are going to be on the same level. We're going to put Bill on his own level so he doesn't get his feelings hurt. We've done all that. We still blew right past our hour.
Yeah, but it was fun.
It was a blast. Thank you guys so much for chiming in tonight. Thank you for jumping into the show. I'm super excited for Friday. This Wednesday, for those of you there out in the digital world of digitalness, we are going to be posting some photos, the menu, the set list that we're going to be performing and having this Friday night, which I'm excited about. We were super fortunate to crash Bill and Tracy's kitchen not that long ago. It was really great. The Mad Scientist was with us. We had chicken strips, which was awesome. I got to meet Mama Keevan. Mary Lou was there. I love just absolute incredible crew. You guys had a couple additional friends there as well. Super supportive. We had such a fun Friday night. I'm excited, super excited to go back with this new concept. I'm going to have a lot more time to spend in the kitchen interacting with you guys, which I'm really excited about. The new concept has really given me the opportunity to connect more with our hosts, and you guys definitely are. Well, Tracy is hosting us. Bill is. We don't know what Bill's doing yet. He's a taste tester.
He's going to be making some cocktails.
Oh,
he's going to be making, I believe, some Manhattans and some martinis.
Oh, you signed me right up for a Manhattan there, Bill.
M&M's, baby.
Ooh, Manhattans and martinis. I love it. That's fantastic. That's why Tracy's so happy all the time. I like that. Now I get it. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, because gin is a happy drink.
Yeah.
That's why I'm in the bathtub crying every night.
Bill She's like, where'd all the gin go? Did you put it in the bathtub? Is this all gin? She just has a straw. Just going right into the bathtub. Leave me alone. Get out.
This is mommy time.
I'm almost done, Bill. This is mommy time. Bill's like, you know what? Right on. You just see very slowly this very long straw pokes through the space between the door jamb at the very, very top, slowly dunks down into the Tracy Perry gin. Bathtub gin. Tracy Perry bathtub gin. That's actually what we do. That's how we flavor it. So Tracy gets in the gin of the bathtub. She's in there for 6 to 7 hours just living her life. She's on her laptop. She's crocheting. She's making breading for chicken strips. And then we drain that gin and we bottle it. And it's Tracy Perry bathtub gin.
There's nothing like it.
I've never had it. Bill won't let anybody else have it. I don't know why.
It's the health department, really.
TracyPerryBathtubGin.com. It's going to be fantastic. It's a great website. We just launched that website today. A huge shout out to the developer, which is really great. You guys can go there and you can get your Tracy Perry Bathtub Gin pre-order. We can't guarantee that you'll ever actually get it, but we will take the money. And we will not take our clothes off as a response to getting the money, but not providing you the gin yet.
We do provide a vomit bag also with each bottle of gin.
Just in case
Just in case it
here's
doesn't agree with you.
Just in case. It's going to be.
It's going to be bag.
It's going to. Here you go. We cover all ends. Well, not all ends.
Oh no.
Oh, man. But with that said, I'm going to play a music video for everybody. I hope you guys enjoy. Actually, no one. I think I'm going to play a jam for you guys. So Bill and Tracy, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm super excited about Friday. We'll be there about 8 o'clock if that's cool with you. We have time to get everything set up. We'll check our camera angles, make sure everything is looking good. We'll make sure Bill's mustache is on point. And I'm really excited about I'm super stoked about the menu. I'm really excited about the menu this Friday. Tracy, you and I have spoken before. You seem to really, really enjoy time in the kitchen and creating food and bringing those family members together and creating those amazing memories. And this Friday, I imagine, is going to be exactly the same. A great menu, a lot of fun, a lot of jokes, a lot of positive energy. And I can't express how happy I am and grateful I am that you guys have invited me into your kitchen so we can have a really fun Friday night. It's going to be a blast.
We are thrilled and honored to have you, really, honestly.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, guys, or joining us.
Thank you
so much for joining me tonight, guys. You guys enjoy yourselves. Stay out of trouble. I'll be in touch before Friday, but if I don't see you before then, we'll see you Friday night.
Yep. Thank you so much.
You got it. We'll also tune in Thursday night at 8 o'clock for the 99th show of The Lady and the Professor.
It's actually 8:30, just so you know. I didn't want to correct you before, but
no, correct me.
Show up early.
Yeah, show up early. Jump into the pre-show. Sometimes when we have the show here, we'll do that for our Patreon members. We'll bring everybody in. We'll open it up to them at like 8:30, and then we'll tune them into all the cameras so they can see the setup and they can kind of see what's going on. So we might have a 99 show Lady and the Professor pre-show. Who knows what's going on? You guys use StreamYard.
Not a terrible idea.
We do a very similar thing because we do absolutely no show prep. So we invite you to show up at 8 o'clock and watch us do absolutely
We don't know what the hell we're doing. We're making it all up.
Yep. There's some shouting back and forth between rooms.
So you got the music queued up, Steven.
Oh, I love it. Do we know what we're doing? No! You're supposed to know. I wasn't my turn. Right. You were supposed to know.
Same as always. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, man. We'll see you guys Friday night. I'll tune in at 8:30 this Thursday for the Lady and the Professor 99th show, gearing up for their 100th show where Tracy's put together a fantastic dance to celebrate the art form of broadcast, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. So, Bill, I imagine that mustache is going to be on point Friday night. I'm excited to see it, and I won't touch it. Put some caution tape around it. Touch the stash. Tracy, look at Tracy's like, no, it's
just gets
Juan
worse
Carlos,
and worse.
The Spanish king, the king of Spain. I'll talk to you guys soon, man. You guys have a good one.
All right.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you.
You gotta be safe. Oh, man, I love those two. They're fantastic, man. How fortunate are we to be able to intersect with such creative and supportive people, just super positive energy. And, Tracy and Bill have been in the entertainment industry for quite some time. They've been friends for a really long time. They've been through a lot of different parts in life that teach you a lot about how to move forward, how to be positive. And they chose to move forward and be creative and be positive, be influential in their community. They've done it for such a long time. And if you guys are always looking for healthy people to surround yourself with, you're going to be hard set to find people better than in their heart and soul than Bill and Tracy. So we're going to be hanging out with them on Friday night at 9:05. What's up, Good Counsel Camp? Good to see you. Yes, we did. We did a video on Good Counsel Camp, I want to say just about a little over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. What a great time that was. I want to say it was about a year ago. It was so beautiful, dude. We had such a good time. Thank you, Good Counsel Camp. We're working on getting back there this November, which I'm excited. It's either, I think it's October, which I'm super excited about. I love Good Counsel Camp. I was a camp counselor for a couple years in the late 90s, and there were elements of that camp and that experience that I have continued to carry with me through my entire life, day for day for day. There's so much that I learned there. Even in the short period of time that I was there, it was a lasting impression, and I'm blessed and better for it. So, Good Counsel Camp, great to see you. My man Ogre making it happen, Father Jay making it happen. Just some great people that have given their time and given their energy and given all of their positive energy to the future and the youth of tomorrow, which they are the absolute future, and Good Counsel Camp has been able to provide awesome knowledge and guidance to kids, to brothers, to sisters, aunts, uncles, moms, dads, the whole spectrum of the human species moving forward and trying to turn the world into a little bit better of a place every day. So a huge shout out to Good Counsel Camp. Excited to see you again this year. A huge shout out to the Lady and Professor for joining us tonight. I'm going to play a jam for you guys, and we're going to GTFO. It is 8:30, baby doll. I hope you guys are having a good day. Thank you so much for spending some time with me and Bill and Tracy. And plug this bad boy in. Dana Ricker says, I will Uber in a crock pot full of chili, which I'm totally down for. That's awesome. And Dana Ricker, I'm excited to see you, bro. That'd be great. Please, if you can fit inside of that chili pot, that would be really awesome, because I would most certainly like to pop the chili top, and out pops Dana Ricker. You know what I mean? That would just be freaking cool. So yeah, man, I want to play a jam for you guys. I'm going to get out of here. We have a Patreon show this Wednesday at 7:05. This Friday with Bill and Tracy. Here we go. Sweet, that works. All right. I was about to say the Bippum, but I'm not going to. All right, let's see what we got here. Sweet, it works. This is Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. Hope you guys are having a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this beautiful wrap-up, man. And I hope to see you guys on Wednesday. Here we go. I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you could show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through withdrawals. You don't even have to do too much. You could turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around and since it is cold and empty, no one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone, you're gone. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the light. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. And I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. Hey, hey, hey. I'm running out of time. I can see the sun light up the sky, so I hit the road in overdrive, baby. I look around and since it is cold and empty, no one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone, you're gone. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. I'm just walking by to let you know I can never say it on the phone. I will never let you go this time. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the light. No, I can't sleep until I feel your... Thank you, guys. Sweet Baby Ray, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight, man. I really appreciate it. It's great to see so many familiar names in the chat. A huge shout out to Good Counsel Cam for jumping in, Sharktooth for jumping in, to Bill and Tracy for joining us tonight, man. Really appreciate you guys. Please check us out this Wednesday at 7:05 for our Patreon show. We're going to be going over all the details for this Friday show. You can check us out on patreon.com/KitchenKillaz. This Friday with Bill and Tracy. I'm really looking forward to it. They really are incredible people, and I'm blessed to have them in my life. So this Friday at 9:05, we're going to be cooking up something incredible in the kitchen. So you guys got to jump in 9:05 this Friday night, facebook.com/KitchenKillaz. We had a request last week to switch the platform to TikTok. So that is something that we are considering. We always try to stay up on the times, on the new technology and the new times and opportunities that come out, but we are always trying to evolve and change and move and groove. So I just wanted to share with you guys that we are considering a platform update, an evolution, if you will. We're going to see if we can wrap TikTok into the Facebook and Twitch and YouTube world so we can continue to stream on that as well. But it is a budding platform with billions of users, and we're really excited to be a part of that. So hope to see you guys on Wednesday at 7:05, this Friday at 9:05. You guys have a good day. Stay out of trouble. Live long and prosper. And I will talk to all of you guys soon. You guys have a really good night. I'm going to hit this stop camera thing because I think it's going to be cool. Oh, yeah. Stand by. Oh, yeah. You guys have a go and stay out of trouble. Yes, we will see you Wednesday night at 7:05. You guys have a good one.